ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And off we go from Denver. Here's Smith to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Love trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Love back to it here after the pick 6. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Adafe Owe. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Here's Smith to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Love's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Love. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebackers.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Smith to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Man left, man left. 4 down. Check. 26, Mike, 26.
On play action. Love to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Love looking to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing, Love. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going back to Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, check Mike,
Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
I got you. I got you.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ready. 33. Hello. It's a loss. We taking wins home. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harris. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. It got his man complete. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
I'm coming. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
First down, Love to pass. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First down and more for Jackson. And down to the 16-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got it. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Love. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the 2nd half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Matt Milano in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, check Mike 45. Report.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pinned.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down and 7. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On third down, Love. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.